In the aftermath of that tragedy on New Year's morning in New Orleans, police are becoming increasingly concerned about so-called soft targets for terrorism. Those are areas where large crowds gather in open areas with few physical barriers. And many happen year-round here in West Michigan. News Channel 3's Colin Roos spoke with the Grand Rapids police chief about how they're rethinking security in 2025.
Chief Eric Winstrom says they don't wait for an attack to make them vigilant. With people constantly filling the sidewalks here in downtown Grand Rapids, they have to already have a plan in place, and the New Orleans tragedy is putting them on alert. Grand Rapids is familiar with preparing for major events. Not only were there concerts and festivals year-round in 2024, but both presidential candidates made stop after stop as the campaign ramped up. While every one of them went off without a hitch, Chief Winstrom says a vehicle-based attack like in New Orleans is a much different story. Not just for the size and speed of a car, but because of the crowds walking right alongside them.
If you look at any large venue in West Michigan, I'd say you're not going to find one that you can securely shut off all access from vehicles and still have the event.
Even before the New Year's Day tragedy, he says there are already major precautions for any event where thousands are expected. The city has its own special events office of civilians, where a lieutenant meets with everyone planning an event in city limits, going over maps and security expectations. Chief Winstrom says that plan was put in place for the Christmas market that just wrapped up, especially after the attack on a similar event in Germany, December 20th.
21st, I was in my office reading about it, and I walked out to my car, got in my car, and drove down to the market just to revisualize and see, is there some other vehicle barrier that needs to be there, or some other steps that we can take.
Chief Winstrom also says the city trains officers every 3 months with scenario-based training, some of which is at a driving course. He says a handgun wouldn't do anything to stop a car attack, which is one of the reasons every Grand Rapids officer has a rifle in their car.
We would much rather be really good at responding to critical incidents by training than get really good through repetition of actually responding to them.
Chief Winstrom says a change in his security plans could come from what the law enforcement calls the after-action report from New Orleans. After the investigation, the FBI will release guidance for agencies for how similar events can be protected against later on. He says it's hard to think about, but any major event has the potential for tragedy.
It's sad to say that it takes tragic incidents like that to make our professions better, but we certainly do want to take any incident, whether good or bad, is an opportunity to get better, and we're going to take that opportunity.
Now, the chief says that vehicle-based attacks have been happening since the 70s, but it was 2016 when a real conversation began among law enforcement about it. That was the year that nearly 100 people were killed in separate attacks in France and Germany. In Grand Rapids, Colin Roos, News Channel 3.
I'm Jessica Harthorn. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, there's plenty more to see. Just take a second and subscribe to our channel.